This is going to be awesome.
I know. Not only did I find a non-crazy guy on a dating site, but you're actually real as well.
Well, you should still...
Scan your entire Twitter history for problematic bullshit and then Google your name in quotes along with things like court date and multiple wives and triple homicide? Yep, way ahead of you. 0 hits, by the way.
Right on. So I'll see you tonight. Really looking forward to it.
Me too. I can't wait.
Who is that?
20-odd years to go until I'm 49.
Oh, you can switch out the meat in any of the burgers for vegetarian things. I love that about this city. Sorry, I'm just pretending to find the menu super interesting instead of
capitulating to awkward silence. Oh, I know. Wow, they list the calories of everything.
Wow, 750 calories in a mushroom. Who would have thought? Yeah, sorry. This is why the first line of my dating profile was like, hi, I have terrible problems. Just getting that one out in front.
Oh, did you ever read that John Ronson book about shame?
Yes! Oh my God, it's like, yeah, just own it. People don't care what you did. They just want to be superior to someone, so don't play into it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to imply you have anything to be ashamed of, though.
Oh, I do. Dude, I was in a nerdcore band for like a year once, literally rapping in a fake English accent because the entire point of it was 3 people who were too afraid to be authentic. I'm like maths when the shit goes on. I divide the squares, then I'm octagon.
Okay, that is hilarious.
No, it really isn't. It's just one of those abandoned projects on the way to finding your voice. And this is not my voice.
Well, whatever. This is already 10,000 times better than the last date I went on.
Yeah, I just tend to assume I'm 100 times worse than everyone else. It's kind of a depression anxiety thing, I guess. One word. You're not getting one without the other. I don't know why there are 2 separate words now that I think about it, but I'm always thinking about it. Please interrupt me.
I totally get it. Like, I've known people, I've had my moments. It's just hard to conceptualize what it's like for someone who has it worse, but I want to try at least.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. There needs to be some kind of catch-all term for the whole anxiety, doubt, fear, self-hatred, self-sabotage ball of wax. Yikes, ball of wax. There's the hot new lingo of 1920. Boomers, am I right? Anyway, yeah, when you're talking depression, it's just the whole thing of not feeling like there's a point to doing anything because you're so shitty or the world is so shitty and you can't stop telling yourself that even though you know it's not true. It's not true, like it's not, but you just want to believe for whatever reason.
It's not true. All night you've been apologizing for, like, standard things.
I know. Obligatory line where I apologize for apologizing. You can at least somewhat take it as a compliment in that I'm so afraid of losing this and I'm generally anxious around you, and then I'll eventually let myself be comfortable around you in like 3 years.
I can wait. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, you know what I mean.
Thanks.
Hey, there are whole countries like that, you know? I read in a guidebook about Denmark once. They're all like an old ketchup bottle. At first, nothing comes out, and then eventually all of it comes out all at once. So, yeah, ketchup.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's kind of me for sure, except no one's willing to keep shaking the bottle. I love metaphors, actually. Like with depression, there are a lot of comic strips I could send you that one thing where depression's like a broken hand that people keep telling you to just get over.
Yeah, I've seen that, I think. Oh, just man up. Because that's a thing.
Oh, I know. I actually have my own metaphor for it, though. It's like this thing where, I don't know, did you ever watch that show, The X-Files?
Oh, yeah, back in the day for sure.
I actually didn't, but yeah, back in the olden times of actually using your TV back in 1920, I did that thing where you randomly watch a show you've never seen, and then like 2 years later, you randomly decide to watch it again, and you change the channel, and it's
the exact same episode?
Yes! Oh my God. So yeah, I've literally seen one episode twice, but it's the one where X-Files and Lady X-Files are trapped in this big fungus thing, and it makes them hallucinate, and they can't tell if they're awake or dreaming, and it keeps tricking them into thinking they've escaped, but they're still trapped, and that's kind of the basis for my depression metaphor. It's this thing where you keep slipping into another reality, and you don't notice, and then it's too late.
Oh, okay, so like, you're telling yourself you suck, even though you know you don't, and even though you know it's not your real voice saying that.
Yeah, it's not like you're trapped in a fungus, though. It's like you're sitting in your living room and you're talking to someone about your problems and they're just laying into you about how shitty you are, how you might as well not even bother dating because you're just going to be wasting everyone's time. And you're kind of nodding along, and then you look up and you realize you've been talking to like depression guy. You were just sitting there reading, and this horrible dude snuck in your front door, sat down and started saying shit to you, and it took you like 2 days to notice, and now it's too late and you'll be sad for weeks. Weeks if you're lucky, sad if you're lucky.
depression guy. I'm just picturing like the stereotypical mustache villain who ties people to train tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Except he's dressed more subtly, like he belongs there. He's camouflage, he's all articulate too. He's like hipster mustache villain. The modern version. He blends in so you don't see it coming, but then he suddenly annihilates your self-esteem before you could remember that this keeps happening. That's kind of how I see it anyway. I swear to God, I have to think of depression as this outside entity that tricks you into forgetting reality because intellectually, I do know that I'm all right, that I'm good and kind to everyone, that the number one symptom of being a bad person is not worrying about how good of a person you are. There's just this total asshole that keeps sneaking in and ruining your life, and you're trapped. And then suddenly, it's been a week since I left the house, and the cycle continues.
Yeah, it's some X-Files stuff for sure, eh? Oh, what was your rapper name, by the way?
God. Lady Anna Trump.
Right on, right on.
You see? Shame-tastic.
It does help me understand, though, actually, the whole depression guy thing.
Does it? Come upstairs. Innocently, not suggestively. I don't nothing on my very first date, but now you're
Is that supposed to be I don't do nothing?
I don't do nothing. Does my psychotic metaphor actually make sense? Hi, I habitually lose touch with reality. Pretty good date, huh?
Yeah, for sure it makes sense. I think this date was pretty great. If it rhymes, it must be true.
All right, thanks.
Like I said, when the server shows up and you both forgot to decide what to order, that's like the best possible sign, right?
Yeah, I think maybe it was a good date, actually.
Well, in retrospect, it wasn't a perfect date. You did kind of overshare a lot, actually.
Oh, God. I did, didn't I? I know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Sometimes people are just kind of politely humoring you. I know it seemed like everything was fine at the restaurant, but if you really go over all the stuff you said...
I was at least semi-articulate, though, wasn't I? I really tried to explain the whole depression thing and not be all ashamed.
There are different kinds of depression, too, though, right?
Oh, my God, yeah. I was just trying to kind of conceptualize my own situation. But yeah, some people just have terrible chemical things that cause it, or they have issues stemming from childhood.
Well, exactly. That's why metaphors are so juvenile. Whatever your good intentions, people are going to assume you're speaking for everyone.
Oh no, you're right.
What's the difference between omission and ignorance? People these days tend to search for easy answers, convenient little blurbs that can explain huge, complex issues, and you're just doing that.
Yeah.
You should have put something like that in your dating profile. How you're really kind of self-absorbed and naive. How you're really immature and whoever dates you is going to have to put up with a lot. And then you have to ask yourself, if your dating profile requires so many disclaimers at the front of it,
then there's probably not much point in having one.
Because you'd just be wasting somebody's time. Other people aren't like you. They're more mature and centered and a lot happier. And you can't just show up with all your issues and expect them to tolerate you.
Yeah.
There's a certain level you have to get to before you're entitled to love and mutual support, right?
I can imagine it, though. I just went on a date that went pretty well. That was me. I can do it. I believe I can do it.
That was like a week ago. He actually texted half a dozen times before he gave up. That must be a new record.
I told him about you, you know. He wasn't bothered. You assume you know how people will react, but you're never right. You're just...
You assume they're telling you the truth, though. Generally, only the insults are people telling you how they really feel.
I remember it, though. That was me. Just like I can always imagine the worst when I'm doing all right, I can at least picture the best when I'm severely depressed. Hey, it rhymes at least.
Barely.
Well, I at least want to believe.